Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So after my last upload, one of our subscribers commented that they want to know how to stop your cycle, your F1 OPT cycle, as soon as you end your degree. And this is the second take. Unfortunately, first one was not recorded, so I'm again reshooting this. Anyways, what is a OPT cycle? This sounds very vague, but it is not, to be honest. Your OPT cycle is something that US government has made mandatory for all of the F1 graduates. Once you graduate, you have 90 days to find a job, else you will have to leave the country. So there are multiple legal ways to stop that cycle, which we are going to discuss in this video. I have written down 5 points which I'll be discussing in detail. To give a brief overview of what these are, you can find a paid job, you can find an unpaid internship, a contract or freelance work, you can work for a startup or small business, or you can start a volunteer work as well. Let's get into detail. What is a paid employment? You very well know that what paid employment is. 99% of the people do that. Your paid employment should be full-time or maybe part-time, but it should be more than or equal to 20 hours per week. You can work for any type of employer. It's not a problem, but it should be in your field of study. That is mandatory. Like, if one employer is not able to offer you a 20-hour per week job, you can go and search for another one. Let's take an example. One employer is offering you 10 hours of job and another employer is offering you 10 hours of job. So mixing both, you have a 20-hour per week job. So you would be legally allowed to stop your cycle, and you can report both of these jobs to USCIS and they will definitely stop your cycle. Second is unpaid internship. Unpaid internship should be directly related to your field of study, and the employer must be a legitimate company. It's not like that just you go and join anyone, like a business, like a small shop owner or something like that. It's not like that. It should be related to your field of study and should be a legitimate company. Keep records of all the offer letters and all the emails that you have had with your employer, which confirms that what your role is and what are your job responsibilities. Third one is contract or freelance work. Many people do that. Self-employment. It is very popular these days and people are generating tons and tons of money. But how can you use self-employment to stop your cycle? You must have a business license to do that, to be honest, like to prove your legitimacy. And it can be a project-based work, a contract-based work, anything, but it should be legitimate. You can do software development, you can do consulting, you can do anything. Do that. Maintain records of everything that you do, to be very frank. Maintain records of your emails, maintain records of your invoices, your client communications, everything, so that you can provide proof just in case if it is needed. Now, jumping on to the fourth point, work for startups and small businesses. There are multiple startups here in the US, and if you are wanting to start your business, that is also an option. Many people do that, but it's just that it should be again related to your field of study, and your company should have EIN. EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. That is how USCIS would be able to track your company, that okay, this company has EIN, and then they would be able to look at all the details, whatever is required to stop your clock. You can be an employee there, you can be a contractor, you can be a business owner, anything, but it's just that it should be properly documented and should be related to your field of study. Last one, which should be your last resort, to be honest, volunteer work. Volunteer work must be at least also 20 hours per week, but make sure that you follow all the labor laws. It's not like that you go and do volunteer work and replace a paid employee. It's not like that you are an unpaid employee, you go and you replace a paid employee. That is not allowed. So please speak to your employer about this and get an official letter, an offer letter, which states that okay, this person is working in my company, these are his job responsibilities, and this is his role, so that you can show that okay, whatever work I am doing in that org is related to my field of study. So this was how you can legally stop your cycle. Now jumping on to the very next point, which is like bonus tips from my sides to maintain your status. First one is keep records of your employment, your paychecks, your emails, your contracts, your messages with your employer about the project that you're working on, because you may be asked anytime to show your evidence. So it's better to have those rather than just raising your hands and saying, no, I do not have that, right? Second one is avoid gaps between jobs. Let's suppose if I'm working in job A and I have to switch to job B, make sure that you have an offer letter from job B before you resign from job A. That would make things pretty easy for you. Third one is talk to your DSO. DSO sits in your school, in your university, who can guide you with everything related to your immigration status and visa. And if you're confused about anything, DSO is the guy whom you should directly contact. Now the next point is plan for H1B or maybe other visas, which other work visas which can help you maintain your status and help you continue working in the United States. Otherwise you'll have to leave the US and you cannot work. So H1B is just one option. O1 visa is very popular these days. If you want me to make a video on how to get employed using O1 visa and then get your green card early, because H1B Indian H1B visa holders are getting their green cards 70 years after, but O1 visa owners are getting it in just like 2 to 3 years. So if you want me to make a video on that, please let me know. I'll find someone and I'll invite them to our channel so that they can help you guys with their insights. And yeah, this was all about this video. I hope you liked it. You got any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll definitely make sure that I'll answer them. And do subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.